Dele Essentiella. Bless the essence for the essence blesses. What's up, y'all? Psychic Trauma here. Hashtag live the stream. Alrighty. So we'll have a little talk about some bullshit that went down in Italy. And go from there. Alrighty. And alrighty. Okay. So there's the title. I'm at home. It's called "Let's Talk About Italy and Other Stuff." Let's just address the description real quick and talk about how nobody has paid me any money to go wave an Israeli flag. Whoa! Jason White! I was just texting Noel on Instagram. Okay, so Zazie, Mrs. B Haunted House, she had a live stream and then she made it private, dude. And it wasn't you or Eddie M who said that they wanted to see me and Sunflower in a race riot. Oh my goodness. No, I haven't worked out today. I don't think I'm going to work out today because I just got off of work. And yeah. So I'm tired as fuck. There's no hot water in my house right now. There's no hot water in the building. So there's no showering going on. No showering also means no masturbation. What do I do? Anyways, yeah, so nobody's paid me or sent me an Israeli flag to go wave an Israeli flag at the fucking Palestinian encampment. Dude, I am really, really sore. Yeah, my body's sore. But anyways, let's talk about Italy. Fuck. Let me go take a piss first. Oh, alrighty. Well, it was me. What was you? Work and workouts are both a daily part of life. Learn to get them both done. You're right. Oh. What does it say? It was you. I missed that part. I had to go take a piss. Oh, fucking God. I'm so. Oh, it was you who said me and Sunflower need to be in a race riot. Yeah, I saw that on the thing on like the tab on YouTube where I could choose, and then when I clicked on it, it said this video is made private. Yeah. Alrighty. But anyways, so I was hoping that somebody would pay me money to go wave an Israeli flag. Because I don't have an Israeli flag, I'm not going to spend money on it. But Italy. So in my mind, I killed at least a couple of people. I don't know, did I? So several of my live streams got taken down. All right. In one of my live streams, I thought some people were getting in a fight with me, and then I made it into the kitchen of the hotel I was staying in, which was actually kind of like an Airbnb hotel. It had these separate rooms, but it had a community kitchen. Each room had their own bathroom and all that, but it had this kitchen area, lobby area, with a kitchen for breakfast. And I was there in the night, and some other people there, and they attacked me. And then I got a knife from the kitchen area, and I held out the camera like this. I looked at the dude, because I grabbed that dude's son, and I looked at the dude's face in the eye, and I stuck the knife right in his son's throat. Then I looked in the camera, and I just slit that kid's throat. Nope, not on live stream. That was a couple days into it, all right? The, what do you call that? Second day I was there, their prime minister calls me a blue-eyed nig, a moolie, spits on me, attacks me, comes at me with the dirty syringe and tells me that she's going to beat the teeth out of my face and allow me to suck some dick so people can chew my food. I had her sent to Yemen and her teeth sent back to Italy. After that, I think it was 7 days in, I was up at this park talking shit to the military, because I was talking shit to the military the entire time. Not the entire time. They started it, all right? So I spoke with their defense minister in the back of Mom's armored minivan. Yeah, it was one of these little armored things, vehicles. I kept calling it Mom's armored minivan. So I was speaking with the defense minister in the back of Mom's armored minivan, all right? And so, yeah. Just talking shit, all right? And so I was like, hey, your military set a fire and attacked Marines twice in a row. And their military was like, yeah, what the fuck are you going to do about it? And the defense minister was like, it wasn't us. It was like, we already know. There's over 20,000 Marines in Italy. Oh, my God. Who the fuck is that? Oh, fuck. Can you... Hello? Are you there, Barbara Erezu? Oh, the guests chose to mute themselves. Holy shit, how much time did it take you to come up with these new stories? Oh, no, I've been holding them back for a while now, dude. Been holding them back. Barbara Ariazuzu. Oh, she just left. Barbara Azuzu. Ariazuzu. I never fucking knew. She left. She was there. Then she skedaddled. What the fuck happened? All right. Anyways. Yeah. So. Yeah. So the Italian military called me a worthless fag and told me to eat my children. I think that was the third day I was there. I spoke with, and then I went to speak to the dude's commanding officer, and I was like, yo, dude, I would like to petition for the redress of a grievance. I do not appreciate being spoken to in such a manner. And the dude looked at me and was like, what the fuck did you just say? And I was like, I'm an American. I have the right to petition for the redress of a grievance. I would like to petition for the redress of a grievance. That person just spoke inappropriately to me. And he's like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, well, do you guys know what honor, courage, honor, commitment, proper tact is? And they were all getting pissy with me. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. What is this? Oh, yeah, I ain't giving a fuck about that. Yeah, dude. And so, like, when I was in the back of Mom's armored minivan, what? Come back, Barb. Yeah, dude, what happened? Barb, where'd you go? Jason, do you know Barb? Or maybe it's just Area Zoo. Barb's gone. Yeah. Yeah, so, you know, it's shitty because, yeah, and I told him, I was like, yeah, she got sent to Yemen, yo. Don't fucking deal with it. I ain't giving a fuck, dude. Italy is a fucking shit. So Italy encourages people to come to Italy and kill Americans and attack Americans. If you go to Italy and attack an American, you're not going to get in trouble. They're not going to prosecute you. Yeah. They are committing a shadow war against America and Americans. They don't want to make it an official war because they'll know they'll get their ass handed to them. Oh, so check this out. I was talking shit to some dude, and I was like, yo, the military. I was talking shit to the military, and I was like, yo, when was the last time you guys won a war? And they're like, when was the last time you guys won a war? And I was like, against you guys? Right? Mic drop, dude. Dude, that's fucking hilarious, dude. I kept saying that. I was like, think about how bad American military sucks, but the last time we won a war was against you guys. The problem was we didn't properly subjugate you. And I told him, I was like, think about it, yo. We won a war against you in the Civil War because you took the side of the South. We won a war against you in the World War I, and we won a war against you in World War II. Oh, and I was talking to the defense minister. I was talking to the military in the back of Mom's armored minivan, and I was like, dude, you guys don't even fund your military. You guys haven't funded your military for over 500 years. And then the defense minister was like, double. And they're like, what? And the military was like, what? And I was like, yeah, you guys haven't funded your own military for over 1,000 years, dude. Your military has constantly been funded by other organizations. And they're like, what? Yeah. So it's been that way the entire time because they're kings, queens, princes, and princes. There's all these Italian monarchs. They don't fund their military. They use their military as mercenaries funded by other people. Yeah, dude, a lot of people don't know that. For 1,000 years, they haven't funded their own military. It's pretty fucking mind-blowing. And I was telling them, so when I was in Italy, I heard a rumor that most militaries weren't being paid. And but the Marine Corps was, and the Marine Corps in Italy was also, and the United States Marine Corps in Italy was. So I was there, and I was talking shit to him. I was like, dude, I'm the guy who funds your military. And then one of them was like, we're not getting paid. And I was like, oh, I'm the guy who's not funding your military. Yeah, dude. Think about how fucking hilarious that is, dude. When somebody's like, and I was like, I fund your military. We're not getting paid. Oh, I'm the guy who's not funding your military. And then I asked him, I was like, hey, back in 2012, you guys didn't get getting funding for like almost 3 years, right? And they're like, yeah, how do you know that? And I was like, because I'm the one who funds your military. And when I got sent to federal prison, y'all's got cut off. Yeah, dude. So I'm wondering if like people who are out of the military veterans, if they got paid before Christmas, you know, if they got their weekly welfare check. And I heard they did not. So, yeah. Oh, my God. Fuck. Shit. Oh, man. I forgot to check my call thing, dude. Fuck. Motherfuckers. All right, yeah. Because we use an app for work, and I have to pick my jobs on the app. So I want to try to do AV because those pay at least $40 an hour. They pay $40 plus some change. And that's what I was doing today. So today $40 an hour. Saturday when I was working, it's overtime, so it was $60 an hour. Woo woo! Yeah. You made a lot of enemies over there. Oh, fuck them, dude. Dude, I made a lot of fucking toilet paper and outhouses. Fucking, dude. So, the Swiss Guard in the military outside of the Vatican, I told him, I was like, yeah, I used to drink with the Pope. And they're like, no, you don't. And then a cardinal came out and he's like, yeah, he does. That guy doesn't fucking lie. That guy knows the Pope and he's known 3 fucking popes. And I was like, yeah, I met Pope John Paul II, World Youth Day. He told me that God is angry, vengeful, and full of wrath. I do not know Barb. I'm almost on rewind a bit for Tar TV. I don't know what that means. Jason White, I have no idea what you're talking about there. Okay, so excuse me, my tardiness for lack of a better term. Still don't know what that means. Okay, so where the fuck was it? Oh, so I'm talking, and I was like, yeah, I met Pope John Paul II. He told me God is angry, vengeful, and full of wrath, and I am an agent of God's wrath. And they're like, no, he didn't. And then the cardinal was like, yeah, he fucking did. And then a shadow war. Yes. They're conducting a secret war against United States citizens in Italy. Yeah. They allow foreigners to attack Americans, and they don't prosecute the foreigners. But anyways, I was like, yeah. I also met Cardinal Ratzinger, and the cardinal was like, you got drunk with him too? And I was like, yes, I did. And then I also met the cardinal who became Pope Francis, but I got so drunk I could never remember his fucking name. And so, yeah, dude, there's that. All right. And then when they brought up, they're saying something, and I was like, that's not what the angel said. And they looked at me and they're like, you're fucking crazy, dude. And then the cardinals were like, no, that motherfucker talks to angels. You should write political satire. So check this out, dude. Even though I'm saving money to get a new hairline and the hair transplant, I'm also going to get a travel visa to Mother Russia. So I have the information on how to get a letter of invitation to Russia, all right? So then I take that letter of invitation to the Russian embassy with my passport, and they laminate inside a travel visa, a multi-entry travel visa that's good for like 2 or 3 years. And yeah, so hopefully by the 4th of July, within a month, we will be in Washington, D.C., trying to get that travel visa for Mother Russia, all right? And then we'll go outside the fucking Italian embassy and be like, fuck you guys. Remember, my hand doesn't work. Yeah, but yeah, dude. So they kept calling me a blue-eyed nigger and a blue-eyed demon. I wasn't appreciative of that. And then when I was in the Sistine Chapel talking to somebody, and I was like, you want to know what? I think I'm going to need a letter from the Pope that states whether or not criminals have a soul and are capable of love. And they even said, Kenneth, criminals are capable of love and they do have a soul. And I was like, well, if that's true, I need it in writing from the Pope. Because if I don't get that in writing from the Pope, then they don't have a soul, they're not capable of love. And then, while I was talking this shit, some motherfucker calls me a fucking blue-eyed mooly, dude. I'm not fucking retarded. I know when they're talking shit. Mooly means Nick. Mooly, moullion. Moullion means eggplant. So they derogatorily call the nig a mooly instead of moullion because the eggplant is kind of black. And sometimes purple or black. But anyways, this dude called me a blue-eyed nig right there. And I was like, yeah. And I also need it in writing on a separate piece of paper as to if non-blue-eyed people are human, if they're not demons. And they're like, what? And I was like, oh, yeah, don't worry. I'm pretty sure the Pope knows, dude, about all the shit I've been dealing with. And I dealt with it every fucking day. It means I'm recording and behind on the stream. Oh, okay. I'm not going to take the stream down, dude. I don't do that. Yeah. Or are you trying to get Barbara's fucking thing? Her name? Because I showed it for like a split second. Yeah. Eddie M, what up, yo? Let's talk about all the bullshit I dealt with in Italy, yo. And how Kenny's got some fucked up new stories. I've been holding them off. I've been holding them back so long, dude. Yeah. So, Eddie, if you see this woman named Georgia Maloney, also known as Georgia Mulioni, on TV in a live thing, it's a lookalike. I had the real prime minister of Italy sent to Yemen. She wasn't supposed to be sent back, all right? So if she was just hidden and then released, shittiness. But if she was sent to Yemen and her teeth were sent back to Italy, right? So, dude, it really pisses me off because the bitch fucking spit on me and fucking called me a blue-eyed nig and told me she's going to beat my teeth out and let me suck dick so people can chew my food for me. And that was the live stream that got taken down the second day I was there outside of Castle D'Angelo. Kenny, has anyone ever told you that you're basically Sippy, but way more fun? Oh, dude, that's kind of low, dude. Really? Yeah. I haven't sent an email to the FBI or the CIA in so fucking long. Oh. Who is that? Zazzy and fucking Van Alsley keep accusing me of stolen valor, false valor. Should I send emails to whitehouse.gov, cia.gov, and tips.fbi.gov ordering that their bloodlines be dishonorably discharged and garnished? I will let them decide. I will let them tell me if they want me to send those emails, right? Because if I have no sway in the military, then they have nothing to fear. So then they should say, Kenneth, do it. But anyways, back to fucking talking shit about Italy. Okay, so yeah, I was talking shit to their military the entire time. And this one dude, he's pointing a gun at me, dude. And I was like, dude, you're a fucking fag. You're a blue-eyed nigger. And he's like, what? I was like, dude, you were taking their side when they were calling me a fucking mooly. And he's like, we're in the military together. I was like, fuck you, race traitor. And he's like, I'm not going to let you talk that way. And I was like, dude, that gun doesn't have real bullets in it. And he's like, yeah, it does. I was like, no. That dude right there, I believe his gun has real bullets in it. Look at the way he keeps touching his gun. You're wiggling your gun like you're hot shit. No, there's no bullets in that fucking gun, motherfucker. There's bullets in that gun right there, dude. And the dude who I pointed at, he's like, yeah, that's right. How can you tell that? And I was like, dude, look at this dude. This dude's a bitch. Who's going to give a fucking bitch real bullets? No, I know you won't, but my comments are responding to you behind. Huh? So you might be. Oh no, I know you won't, but okay. Well, how about you also put in? I'm on 1.25, so I'll catch up soon. Oh, okay. I have no idea, dude. Alrighty, so yeah, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna have to like try to contemplate your fucking comments. I have no idea where your comments apply to. So yeah, yep. And okay. So I was in one spot and then I couldn't rebook it because it got filled up. So I had to go to a different hostel. And I go to that one and it's actually by the Russian embassy and by the German embassy. And when I was going past the German embassy and I was like, oh, is this Spain? And they're like, no, it's German. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go. And they're like, oh, you don't like German? I was like, no, the German king called me a nigger. And they're like, no, he didn't. And then when the Germans came out, I was like, yeah, he did. And they're like, what? Oh, so not only that, the military was like, nobody knows who you are. And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah. And the embassy says that you left without permission. And I was like, well, if nobody knows who I am, why do I need permission to leave? And even their military was like, what the fuck is that about? Oh, yes, send those emails, Kenny. No, I need I want to hear it from Van Alsley Mouth or Zazzy's, you know? right? Because then I can say, well, you brought it on yourself, motherfuckers. But anyways, yeah, dude. Yeah, a lot of fucking bullshit. And I'm just bouncing around in the story because there's so much bullshit I kept having to deal with their fucking military, dude. Oh, okay. So this cop, I'm there on a live stream. This cop, and there's like this protest. I did one of the protests. I wasn't on the live stream. That's right. Oh no, it was one of the protests on live stream, but it was one of the ones that got taken down. All right. So this cop, he pushes me like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking American, you fucking nigger, you mooly. He keeps calling me a mooly. And he's like, you want to get arrested? I was like, no. I'm like, then walk of shame. I walk right over to some Interpol motherfuckers. I was like, hey, here's my passport, scan it. I'm in Interpol. And they're like, we already know who you are, Kenneth. And I was like, oh, okay, well, then that dude just hit me. Let's go arrest him. Went walk back up, smack that fucking pig in the mouth. I was like, walk of shame, motherfucker. Interpol, you assaulted me. You're under arrest. And then I was like, hey, you want to just go one-on-one and pop this dude in the mouth, dude? That live stream got taken fucking down. Yeah, dude. Pissed me off, dude. So many of my fucking live streams got taken down in Italy, dude. And barely only a couple stayed up. Only like 2, 3 of the or I think 1 or 2 of the protests I attended stayed up. You know, real fucking shitty. But yeah, dude. So I even spoke to their military. I was like, hey, in 2010, you guys had a cop, an Italian cop in Rome, show up with a bullet wound on an airplane. He got shot on Manhattan Island and got sent on a plane all the way to Italy that same day with a bullet wound. And then when he got off the plane, he got his medical attention. He knows who I am. And they're like, how do you know who that guy is? I was like, he knows who I am because I was on Manhattan Island stopping a nuclear fucking assault. What? Can we replace the book of Job with the book of Kenny? Fuck you. Anyways, I brought up that cop, and these military and policia were like, how do you know who that cop is? And I was like, dude, I was there when he got shot. And then a couple years later, 2 years later in 2012, I was here and I met him right there by that pillar going into the Vatican. And they're like, you weren't here in 2012. I was like, bullshit. Yeah, I was. And they're like, no, we have no record of you being in Italy in 2012. And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I snuck in, dude. And they're like, how the fuck did you sneak in? I was like, oh, this FBI agent named Kurt Geiger kept fucking hacking my Facebook page and putting in shitty comments. And then they looked into it and they're like, yeah, how the fuck can you be here making a Facebook comment when we have no record of you being here? And I was like, yeah, I'm in the CIA. Fucking deal with it. Yeah, dude, this stream needs Eddie on panel. Eddie, the link is pinned. Jason, the link is pinned. Did you try to join the mafia at all? No, but I did talk about how I'm the one who ratted out Andretti, Andre Bonafide. Andre Bonafide, all right? Andre Bonafide was the fake name used by the head of the Italian mafia. Yeah, I ruined streams. All right. Yeah, and I even mentioned that to the defense minister. And the defense minister was like, yeah, he fucking did rat him out. And they're like, what? And I was like, oh, don't worry. We have poison gas and nuclear material already in Italy ready to go. And they're like, fuck you, dude. And I was like, top or bottom, front or back, mouth or mount. Right? Yeah, dude. And then one time this dude came up and he smacked me in his military uniform. I just beat him down, dude. And then some drones went smack right into some's face. I thought it was fucking awesome. F you, Jay. All right. Yeah, dude, but there's so much fucking shit that I've been holding back, dude. We need to go to war with Italy. All right. So hopefully within a month from now, would be 6. Within 2 months from now, we will be in Washington, D.C. That was my failed attempt at Latern's Laugh. That's fucking disgusting. Yeah, so within 2 months, around the 4th of July, we should be in Washington, D.C. Yeah, getting that fucking travel visa. Alrighty, so and we'll be hanging outside Congress. Probably go to the Pentagon, do a little live stream, point at the exact spot where I was interrogated. Like, hey guys, this is the spot. You must have been really constipated. When? What, war with Italy? That's a spicy meatball, Kenny. But think about it, y'all. Oh, but think about it, y'all. It'd be an easy win. Last time we won a war was against them. Okay, what do you mean by I must be really constipated? I already took shit. Eddie with worse dad jokes than me. Okay, but yeah, dude. Alrighty, so I know I'm never going to get a straight answer. Nobody's ever going to say, Kenneth, you're telling the truth. You did, in fact, speak with the Italian defense minister in the back of Mom's armored minivan, talking shit to the military. Kenneth, let it go, whether or not the Italian prime minister got sent to Yemen. It's in the past. Prepare for the Civil War that's coming in about 10 months, and prepare for World War III that's coming around the same time. What is going on with you in that chair, Kenny? What do you mean? You said you held in a lot of shit. Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't spoken about this shit, yo. I haven't just fucking this shit, dude. I got in so many fights, dude. Can we get a vagina? Yeah, an armored minivan. That's what I kept calling that thing. Yes, we can get a vagina. It's 8:30. Kenny, I pulled some strings, and the Italian brass, they're going to reconsider those Italian food stamps. No, dude, they said I wasn't allowed to have. Dude, the defense minister looked at me, and then all the people in the military was like, "You can't have those," and I was like, "Motherfucker, you guys allowed them fucking skinnies, dude." And then I started asking people in the military. I was like, "Hey, you got €2? My sister just had a baby in Sudan. Let's get that fucking vagina, motherfuckers." Oh yeah, and we're also going to talk about how like at least 200 people a day went missing. The military came up to me and was like, "People are missing." Then I was like, "Oh really? Are they criminals?" And this other dude was like, "Oh my god, are they criminals?" And I was like, "Oh, are they related to criminals?" And they were like, "What the fuck?" And then this one time when I got into it at McDonald's, and the next day later, the military was like, "We have you on camera," and I was like, I interrupted them quickly. "We have you on satellite." Anyways, vagina time. Maybe should have taken an oral lubricant before I started that. Kenny, can you do the whole stream from this angle, please? Oh my god, this is brilliant. I don't know what that means. Fucking hell. I have this entire stream recorded right now. Okay. This clip is way too long. But the weirdest shit doesn't stop. Okay, well, I'm not going to take down this live stream. So think about it. I'm not going to take it down. If YouTube takes it down because I'm the one asking whether or not their fucking prime minister got fucking sent to Yemen. Okay, so the walking to the Vatican, all right? The spot where I try to check in to go say, hey, tell the Pope I'm here. I walk past there. So I'm walking past. I'm right there, dude. What? No, I know you won't, but I like to put up the fun stuff anyway. All right, wait. The out-of-camera view, leaning your head in angle. Oh, you mean when I was standing right here? And I was like, oh, yeah, dude. All right. Oh yeah, dude. And so then I was walking into the Vatican, all right. And so the fucking military, they look at me and they're like, they kind of stop me and they're like, "Hey, a lot of people are missing." And then I asked, "Are they criminals?" And then the dude was like, this other dude, he just looked at me. He's like, and then this other guy, he looks at him. This other person in the military, he looks at him and he's like, "Are they criminals?" And then I looked at that guy and said, "Are they related to criminals?" Yeah, dude. And so then I can't do that the entire time. I can't. Okay, so anyways, all right, and I was like, yeah, I don't like criminals. And then I asked, I was like, so why are you talking to me about missing people? And he's like, we think we should. Why shouldn't we? Love it, Kenny. Hold in court. All right. So, I was like, were they surveillancing me? Related to anybody surveillancing me? And they're like, yeah, they were. I was like, oh, I'm in the CIA. I was once director of the CIA, but it's no longer officially recorded. I was once interim director of the CIA for these 7 consecutive days straight in 1995. And yeah, and so then they're like, no, you're not. And I was like, yeah, I am. And then a cardinal said he is in the CIA. All right. And then when I was in the back of mom's armored minivan talking to the defense minister, and I was like, yo, dude, I'm in the CIA. And the defense minister's like, you're the director. And I was like, yeah, I was once director of the CIA. And they're like, no fucking way. And I was like, well, if you're not going to believe your own defense minister, then why the fuck are you talking to me, dude? Yeah. All right. So then I was in a fucking a McDonald's. Okay. And I asked for, I was at the little kiosk and I couldn't add pickles. And so I go up to the counter and I was like, excuse me, can I get this? And they're like, yeah, is the kiosk not working? I was like, it's not allowing me to add pickles. And so this dude's like, oh yeah, I just got to get the manager over here to override that. They call me a fucking mooly and say they're not going to allow that to happen. I was like, okay, whatever, fuck you. I go to a different McDonald's, all right? Next day later, they know that I've already asked for pickles. And this girl's like talking to this dude, I guess her boyfriend, who's in the military and a pig, who's like 18, 19 years old. And he's like, hey, fuck you, you fucking American, you fucking mooly, you fucking blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you're the mooly, dude. Trust me, you're the eggplant people. Yo, look how white I am compared to your fucking eggplant ass, motherfucker. Dude pulls a knife on me, and I grab the knife. I got him, dude. A mooly, what the fuck? Those are fighting words. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got in several fights, dude. Yeah, I did. So, I got that dude on camera in the McDonald's, and I waited there for my sandwich. Then I grabbed my sandwich and nom nom nom. Walked outside, nom nom nom. As other people went inside, grabbed that person, and disappeared with him. Oh, not only that, this one time I got in a fight, and I smacked this bitch's head into a wall. She went into an ambulance, then the people in the ambulance, and the ambulance went missing. Right? What am I going to do? Oh, no. And I kept telling him, I was like, dude, I'm in the CIA. I specialize in people missing. You eat like a total flag. Really? What am I eating right now? Oh, you mean no. Yeah, but it was right after I fucking smoked a motherfucker down, dude. I was like, rubbing it in. So the very next day later after that, I'm walking towards the Vatican again because I went there every fucking day, except the day I left. And what do you call that? I was walking by, and this dude, he looks at me. He's like, "We have you on camera," and without skipping a beat, I looked him in the eye. "We have you on satellite." And so then, I had a feeling you were ex-CIA. Well, current CIA, just that's ish. But anyways, there's all these drones going around flying straight into the faces of fucking the military who's talking shit to me while I was talking shit to them. And this dude, like one of the people in the military was like, he's not alone. Somebody has to be operating those drones. And I was like, think about that, yo. If somebody's not operating the drones, that's AI, and that just makes it fucking worse, right? And all of them were like, fuck, dude. So I was like, yeah. So seriously, while I was there, some dude was talking shit and he walked off, and then a drone flew over him and dropped a grenade that didn't go off. It was a real live grenade, but it didn't go boom. Right? It didn't. It wasn't armed. It wasn't thing. And I was like, what do you guys think about that, huh? And then some of them did start to go off. And I was like, yo, dude, if you guys want to settle this peacefully, we can. And they're like, no, we're not. And I was like, if you want to handle this one-on-one, face-to-face, toe-to-toe, hand-to-hand. And they're like, it's never going to be one-on-one. And I was like, yeah, that's why there's 20,000 plainclothes Marines walking around. And we already got nuclear material and poison gas in here. Oh, check this out, dude. So I can't remember the name of the medicine, but it's the medicine that you receive for radiation poisoning. That medicine was sent to every Italian hospital with my name on it. Yeah, dude. I know how crazy that fucking sounds, and there's no way I'll ever fucking be able to prove that. But them fucking Italians, they kept getting pissed at that, dude. Yeah. When they found out that, because when they ran my name, and then they fucking, and I was like, hey, did you run it through this? And they're like, what? And I was like, yeah, run it through the hospital and the pharmacy, see if there's any prescriptions for me. And they're like, why would there be prescriptions for you? And I was like, it's a psyop. Yeah, dude. Yeah, they just got all quiet. And I was like, yeah, it's a psychological operation that pharmaceutical companies have sent the radiation poisoning medicine with my name on it to every hospital in Italy. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, so there was just so much shit that went down in Italy that I'm still wondering about, you know? And I doubt I'll ever get a straight answer. Because think about, like, if it's true, if any little thing is true, what do you call that? The radiation poisoning being there. All right. All those drones fucking with people. At least 200 people a day went missing while I was there. I was there for 12 days. So then that means 2,400 people went missing minimum. It's like at least 3,000 people went missing while I was there, dude. I know how fucking crazy that makes me sound, and I ain't giving a fuck, dude. So think about that. Let's just say something small like 50 people a day or 100 people a day went missing while I was there. That's still significant, but there's no way anybody's going to fucking validate that unless you can contact the Italians and be like, hey, when this guy was there, did people go missing? But those Guidos don't want trouble, Kenny. They know what you're about now. No. They still want to fight, dude. That's how I'm figuring it. Okay. So then, all right. So let's say something 20,000 U.S. Marines in there. You know, there's no way of proving the nuclear gas or the nuclear material or the poison gas. Okay. So other thing. So yeah, like, or how? Who is honestly going to ask? Hey, did your prime minister go missing? Did your prime minister smack Kenneth in the face and call him a fucking blue-eyed mooly? Right? You know, but so what do I do? You know, and so I gotta have plans. I gotta have goals, right? And they cost money. Okay, money. Alrighty. So it's $5,000 for a new hairline. It's roughly 500 for a travel visa to Mother Russia. So that includes airfare. So airfare to Washington, D.C., some hotel fare, go to Mother Russia Embassy. Yeah, there's something that needs to be addressed. I may start detonating nuclear bombs. I may pop some stuff off. All right. So I suddenly went to eat at Shan's Spaghetti House. Okay. So I'm just reading these comments. So um, I made some fucked up comments. Well, they're not fucked up. I made some fuck you comments to the Italian military and the defense minister while we were sitting in the back of Mom's Armored minivan about how all government buildings must have a statue of me outside the government building that state I am Christ, King of Earth. If not, then government and their family, including volunteers for the military and their family, are not allowed to go into churches. They're not allowed to look at churches. Or I'm going to start nuking churches. Not government buildings. Oh my fuck. What is this? What the fuck just happened? I froze. All right. I left off that, I would start nuking the churches, not the government buildings. All right. Yeah. And the first one that I would start with, the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. And the conversation I was having with the defense minister in the back of Mom's armored minivan is that, I have to prepare myself for that and understand that I'm going to lose something that I believe could benefit me. And that is the Embassy of Mother Russia. It's 2 blocks away from the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C., or 3, depending on how you want to look at it, all right? So you go up, Massachusetts Avenue, Embassy Row. You go past the Naval Observatory, which is across the street from the Vatican Embassy, and I think the Finnish Embassy, or whatever the fuck that is. You go all the way up, all right? You go all the way up, and you hit this cross street. If you take a right, it's the National Cathedral. If you take a left, you're going to the Embassy of Mother Russia. If you go one block past the Embassy of Mother Russia, you hit this burger stand. I don't know if it's still open. I can look on Google Maps. Great burger spot. Completely great fucking burger spot. Oh my fuck, dude. I don't know if it's still open because of COVID. Oh wait, I might have went there. Oh god. Let's go. Russian Embassy, Washington, D.C. Alrighty. Burger joint near Russian Embassy. Oh, fuckery. Okay, but anyways, yeah. Well, fuck that, all right? Oh shit, we're treading on watchless waters now. To the government agents monitoring the stream, I share no views and opinions with Kenny. Why are there bugmen at my door, Kenny? I don't know. But anyways, I mentioned I was time traveling in 2010, all right? It was 2010 or 2011. I was at the Russian embassy, and I told him that I came back from the future and that they should do what they can to, remove their embassy from Washington, D.C., because in the future, I nuked the National Cathedral. And they asked, why would you do something like that? You're a Christian. I was like, I do it because I am Christ, King of Earth. And I told them that that all government buildings have to have statues of me stating I am Christ, King of Earth, if people in the government want to go into a church. And if not, I'm going to nuke the churches. Because the government, they feel like they're God, all right? And so their buildings are their churches, okay? So then they can go pray in their buildings and their churches. But if they want to go into a Christian one, no. Unless their buildings and their churches have a statue of me and a little thing that says Christ, King of Earth. So that happened in 2010 or 11 in a time traveling loop when I was rifting. So, yeah. Now here we are, dude. Like 15 fucking years later past that, I don't know, 14, 13 years later after that, dude. So, yep. So, yeah, so a whole bunch of crazy shit went down in Italy non-stop, dude. Oh, the angels. Okay, so I didn't see the angels, but I was told that other people did. Okay. And oh yeah. And when I was talking shit to the military, and I was like, "Hey, how would you record history?" And then the dude's like, "What the fuck does that mean?" A cardinal came running outside. He's like, "Dude, tell him, fucking tell him, Kenneth, fucking tell him, dude." So, all right. So here's the thing. I when I was drunk, with getting drunk with this dude named who's currently named Pope Francis. All right. I asked him, I was like, "How would you write history?" And he's like, "What the fuck are you on? We're getting drunk." I was like, "You want to hear I'm going to outright history?" And so this is what I told the dude who became Pope Francis, and this is what I told the military after this cardinal was like, "Kenneth, tell him how you write history. Tell him." And I was like, "Hold on, let me hear your rendition of history first." And so he's like, "I don't give a fuck about history. Fuck you." And I was like, "All right, well, let me tell you how I write history." And this cardinal, he was like, "Yeah, dude." And I told him, in the beginning, there was darkness. God commanded that there be light. Then reality obeyed and light existed. Then I laid my life upon the illuminated altar of obedience to spread the light of Christianity. When I said it, I was like, to spread the light of Christianity. And when I said it, the cardinal who was standing right next to me, so at the same time with me, dude, hand gestures, chest out, chin up. Yeah. And so you have all these fucking military fucking punk ass motherfuckers and the fucking Swiss Guard who are just like, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I told that to the Pope when we was getting drunk." And that's pointing at the Vatican. And then the military was like, "This dude's fucking crazy." And I was like, "Why do you guys even fucking give a fuck about my acknowledgement of Christianity? You're all fucking Satanists." All right. And then this Swiss Guard was like, "No, we're not." And then the cardinal looked at him and, "You're not fucking Satanist? You don't worship Satan? Then why were you with us worshiping Satan? Fuck you if you don't worship Satan. You're no longer with us. Get the fuck out." Yeah, the cardinal started talking shit. And I was like, "Yeah, dude, I know it's all Satanists, and I know the atheists got booted out in 2012. And they're like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know that the head atheist dude got a sword, and his dying words were, 'About time, you fucking pussies grow some balls.'" Yeah, because they shanked him, dude. Dude was over 200 years old. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just reading these things. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, back to the Angels. All right. Don't know if it was my first night there or my second night. I go because I think my first night it might have been closed. All right. So I go in there and I go and I sit on the right side of the pews during a mass. Several of the Catholic people said that they saw an angel behind me off to the right staring directly at me, and that they could only see it show up and appear when my eyes were closed. When my eyes were open, it wasn't there, but when my eyes were closed, they said that they could see the angel standing behind me. But that was only when I was sitting on the right side. When I was sitting on the left, no. Yeah. So the angels did show up. Not a single fucking angel touched my hand and fixed my fucking shit, dude. What the fuck, dude? Is Star Dragon Italian? No. Dragano Italiano? No. Oh, and while I was there, I kept asking for the vampires, you know? Oh, and then this one dude's like, "Vampires aren't real." And I was like, "Bullshit. My brother died by my side in combat and became one, stupid motherfucker." And they're like, "Oh, so you know they're real?" I was like, "Yeah, I know they're real." And I pointed out this dude. I was like, "That guy's a vampire right there." And this other guy's like, "No, he's not." And that dude's like, yeah, the fuck I am. Yeah. So a real life fucking vampire was like, yeah, I am a fucking vampire. Oh, dude, there is a strip club that has fucking blown out fucking old vampires, dude. Because at the strip clubs, you can kind of like get a little frisky with them, but vampires don't have any body heat, so they're cold as fuck, dude. Italian vampires, yeah, and they had blown out Italian stripper vampires, dude. Oh my fucking god. Man, talk about fucking back of the bus is scraping the bottom of the outhouse, yo. Oh, and they went missing, and their families went missing. So many people went missing. But it's not my concern, dude. See, as Christ King of Earth and owner of the timeline, they don't need leadership of their own. They need obedience of Christ King of Earth. The mutiny, the heresy, the desertion, dereliction of duty, and the cowardice that I have to endure at the hands of reality, who just can't even properly recognize that I'm Christ, King of Earth. It's oh my god, dude. And when I was telling them, I was like, dude, I outrank you. Oh, so they're like, what's your rank? And I was like, intelligence officer. I outrank everybody. And they're like, how's that possible? And I was like, because I'm the only intelligence officer authorized by Congress. Congress authorizes generals, just like they authorize me. I outrank all generals so that I may investigate them against all threats, foreign and domestic. And they told me that I'm a fucking blue-eyed moolie. And then when we were in the back of Mom's armored minivan talking to the fucking, what do you call that? Italian defense minister, he even addressed me as general. And the military is like, why are they addressing you as general? And I told him, I'm a 3-star general of the United States Marine Corps in the Central Intelligence Agency. And then their defense minister was like, yes, that is true. And I was like, well, hey, at least I'm not talking about being a cyber patriot, right? And they were like, and the defense minister was like, please stop. And I was like, all right. And then their military was like, no, what are you talking about? I was like, yo, dude, curb your dog. And the military was like, what? What the fuck does that mean, curb your dog? I was like, control your bitch, motherfucker. And the Italian minister, the defense minister, was like, we don't have any control over our military. And I was like, really? So you're all just a bunch of worthless fascist motherfuckers? And he's like, yes, Kenneth, we are a bunch of worthless fascist motherfuckers. We don't feed our own military. We don't feed our government. You do. Okay, so when I was having that conversation, and they're like, what the fuck is that about? And I was like, oh, you guys don't produce enough money to pay your teachers, all right? So you can't even pay your teachers, let alone the rest of your government or your military. Right, dude? And they couldn't understand it. I was like, dude, I fund your military. And then the defense minister is like, they're not sending money to us anymore. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm not funding your military. So what do you say when those people are just so disobedient they don't understand, you know? And everywhere I went, because everybody's in the military basically, all right? Because everybody knows, oh man, it's a free welfare check. You know, you get free education, you get free everything. I just saw someone moving in your background. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's the ghost of fucking Giorgio Mulioni from Yemen. Who's in your apartment with you, Kenny? I don't know, Jucifer. You tell me. That's your mom. It's the ghost of Giorgio Mulioni. Giorgio Mulioni. Yeah. Just another blue-eyed Mulion whose words from mouth like shit from ass. Oh my fucking god, dude. Oh. So, yeah, rewind the stream. You can see someone peeking around the corner. No, Jason White will clip it. How about that? Is that good enough? But yeah. Don't know what to say. But yeah. So I have many eyes and ears in Denver, Kenneth. Cardinal Rotini. Why would I care about that? Did you have many eyes and ears in Italy when the Italian minister went missing and sent to Yemen and her teeth got sent back to Italy? Right. Oh, but we're into the stream. It's an hour long. Um, yeah. Don't know what to say. I've yet to receive in writing from the Pope as to whether or not non-blue eyes are human. I've yet to receive in writing from the Pope as to whether or not criminals have a soul and are capable of love. When I go to the Russian embassy, I'm going to take a route in which I do not go past the Vatican Embassy. So I'm not going to go up Massachusetts Avenue. I'm not going to go up MC Row. Francis and I have spoken, and he says no. No to what, motherfucker? Use proper English, full fucking sentences. Yeah. Why aren't you wearing your Hoorah shirt? Remember, I actually burnt all of those shirts thinking I was going to get a new life. A new life, a new leaf, new ash. New ash for new leaf, life, whatever. I went and burnt all those shirts. Oh, so, all right. I'm looking for the burger joint, dude. But anyways, I showed those shirts. The one that said "I heart killing sandnigs." I showed that to a person in Italy, and I showed him like some pictures of it on Instagram. And he's like, "Dude, if you were to walk around with that shirt in Italy, you get in anywhere for free, and you get everything for free." And I was like, "Yeah, I also had a white privilege T-shirt." And then I also told them I also burnt my Blue Eyed Baptist Christianity T-shirt. And when I told them what that was about, they were like, "Whoa, dude, that's fucked up." I was like, "Yeah, I ain't giving a fuck." I did. I burnt them all. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, I'm looking for this fucking burger joint. It's across the street from a park. Okay, where the fuck is the park? But anyways, I'm not giving a fuck about that right now, dude. Alright. The Papal Guard owns and operates Star Dragon, if only I was that easy. Cardinal Rotuni, do you want to be blocked? It's probably another two chat fag fucking thingies. But anyways, y'all. Yeah, so in 2 months from now, we'll be going to Washington, D.C. We may go sooner, depending on how much money I make. And if we go in a month, we go in a month. And we'll also try to get the new hairline. Think about it, yo. A hairline down to here, dude. But yeah. Nobody joined up for the stream besides the Barbara Areolia. Or whatever. Italian numero uno American swine. Oh. So yeah, dude. So much bullshit happening. Your single dreadlock down the middle of your scalp looks great, man. You don't need a new hairline. I'm going to get my hair rebraided tomorrow. So, yep. Tomorrow at 11. unless I get called into work. If I get called into work, I'd rather go into work. $40 an hour, dude. Yeah. How do you say no to that? Yeah, my work app, dude. I'm still a little like, what the fuck, because it gave me a dispatch and it canceled it. Oh, and I'm waiting on 130 something bucks for last night's work. I just sat there, dude, passing out posters. Honestly, dude. I mark somebody's name. Here's your poster. Mark somebody's name. Here's your lanyard. $20 an hour for sitting there doing fucking that. All right, which was pretty easy. So yeah, um, I think I'm actually going to call this stream. If anybody has anything to talk about, please do so now. Every day I was in Italy, I was attacked. I was called a blue-eyed mooly. I was called an American mooly. Every fucking day, dude. Every fucking day. I got into a fucking fight. Every day I was there, at least 200 to 300 people went missing. It was more than that, but who the fuck cares? Yeah, dude. And well, I don't think I'll ever be going back to Italy without, an invasional fleet. I don't know what you call that, a war. Without, really fucking proving to them, hoorah, fuck you guys, dude. They really don't like Americans. Quieter, that's why Francis refused to give you an audience. Even the Cardinals were wondering what was going on. Yeah, I asked the Cardinals. I was like, "Hey, why am I getting the cold shoulder?" Dude, I even asked the Swiss Guard. I was like, "Hey, I'm not trying to be rude, Joe, but why am I giving the cold shoulder?" And then like four other Swiss Guards popped out of their fucking little stand and like, "Hey, yo, not trying to be rude, but why am I giving the cold shoulder, yo?" And I was like, "No, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm being serious. Why am I giving the cold shoulder?" And like, "Yeah, we want to know why you're giving the cold shoulder." Every Cardinal says that they know who you are. You are friends with the Pope, and you do go drink with the Pope. And I was like, I did drink with the Pope. And they're like, yeah, we consider that the same fucking thing. And I was like, all right, dude, I don't know what to say. What do I do? So yeah, here I am. I'm just going to, I guess I'm going to call this stream, dude. I don't know what else to say. If I missed a spot, I missed a spot. I did go to the Belarusian embassy and request asylum. They told me they could not. They told me to come back a couple days later. I did. They told me they could not give me any assistance. That I should go. And when I asked any advice, they said go to a different embassy. Yeah. If all else fails, I'll go to Belarus, right? Yeah. But anyways, it's 9:07. I have no idea if my hot water's on. We currently don't have hot water in the building. I've yet to receive a text message update that says we have hot water. Because I got the text message update that says we don't have hot water. And let's go to that text message. It says, Halcyon House is aware of the current hot water issue. We are working with a vendor to restore hot water as soon as possible. Please anticipate this repair not being completed until 9 to 10 p.m. at the earliest. So I don't think there will be a hot water shower tonight. If you still experience hot water loss, please call this fuck. Alrighty, guys. I would like to take a shower and go to bed right now. I've been up early. I've worked. I went and walked in the river. I didn't go swimming, and I wanted to. I did go up to the Capitol and enjoy a free hamburger. Oh, I even spoke about Italy earlier today because some dude's going to Italy in 2 weeks. I told him, say you're Canadian. Say 20 Hail Marys and 50 Our Fathers for your action. 20 Hail Marys, 50 Our Fathers. There you go. Yeah, dude. So before I left, I contacted the Italian embassy and I sent them copies of my passport, birth certificate, social security card, my itinerary, and where I would be staying in Rome, and asking if I could be pre-authorized for an account, for a debit card, for a bank account. They did. And they told me all I needed to do was bring my passport to a bank. So I went to a bank and I told them this. And they're only allowing one person at a time, and everybody had to wait outside. And I'm talking with this dude, and I was like, you completely fluent in English? He's like, yeah, I'm completely fluent in English. And I was like, well, my name's Kenneth, and I've already been pre-authorized. And I told him everything I just told you. And I was like, I think these guys speak English. She's like, they do. And I was like, is there any way you can speak in Italian? Just say, hey, run my passport to see whether or not I get the count. And they did. And then it came back that I was pre-authorized for an account. Yeah, dude. And they wouldn't give it to me. They did not allow me to open up a bank account, even though I was already pre-authorized, because it takes time to to be authorized as a foreigner to open up an EU bank account. And I had mine pre-authorized before I even got there. And they still acted like that because I'm an American and they don't like Americans. And that's why I'm saying, yo, dude, in 2 months, we're going to be outside that Italian embassy saying, fuck you guys, let's go to war with you motherfuckers on a live stream, dude. So if any of you guys want to help fund me to get outside the Italian embassy to go fuck shit up, yeah, send money to this guy and we'll go do that. But anyways, I'm going to call this live stream. No hot water, so I won't be taking a shower and I won't be washing my dishes. And I'm covered in kind of sweat because I've been working all day and I've been outside and all that bullshit. So everybody in YouTube land, stay warm if you need to stay warm. Stay cool if you need to stay cool. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay sober if you're choosing sobriety, because I'm currently on a sobriety trip until 4th of July. Until we go to Washington, D.C., or until we go to Istanbul, Turkey for a new hairline, or Belarus, or Mother Russia, where the fuck, I'm going to be doing some sobriety. Peace. Love you. And broadcast click. And broadcast click.